This is Tony and Mike in the morning on WICC 600, sponsored by Selco Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, we've got 9:08. We've got 37 degrees, cloudy skies, a little bit of rain. Thanks for having a second cup of coffee here with Tony and Mike in the morning. And with me here in the studio, a very enthusiastic gentleman by the name of Mathias, and he's here to tell us a little bit about Faire Westport. Now, it's coming up this Saturday, starting at around 10 a.m. It's a pretty much all-afternoon event, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on. They've been doing this for about 7 years, and this thing has really taken off. Mark, how you doing today? Good to see you.
Very good. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, my friend, anytime. Faire Westport. Tell us a little bit about it. What's it all about?
Well, it's all about people who create, make, build things. It's an opportunity for people to come and meet people that have done something interesting and actually talk to them and find out how they did it, what they did, and frankly, be inspired to do something themselves.
Okay, all right. And I see you're looking at people with skills, more or less. And at this fair, what they share their skills with other people? I mean, do people? Is it interactive? Do people
exactly?
Actually?
It's very interactive. We have all sorts of things. We have, for example, we're having an air rocket challenge where people get to build an air rocket out of a cardboard tube and then launch it into the sky.
Wow.
We have a thing called the Nerdy Derby, which is I think it's like a pinewood derby with no rules. So people get to build a little race car, decorate it, and then race it down a racetrack. And there are no rules. You can make the fastest one, the slowest one, the one that knocks the car off the next track. And it's all about using things that you never do. It's hands-on things primarily. So we have people that get to use tools, but we also have singers, we have artists, we have musicians, we have bands, we have orchestras, we have speakers. We actually have 6 stages this year of people doing talks on things they've done and things they're doing. And it's really an opportunity for people to meet someone who's done something and have a connection with them. Unlike seeing something on a movie or a television or a website or a video, you actually get to meet the person and ask them a question. How did you do that? And they tell you. So it's very inspirational for people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It'll inspire the kids because, I don't know, and maybe I'm wrong. Stop me if I am. But it seems to me that kids today, if it's not a computer, sometimes the interest level just isn't there. You know, if it's not a computer or working with their hands, woodworking or whatever the case is, sometimes the interest level isn't there. I think we've got to push these kids more into things like that.
Exactly. There are a lot of things that people, to your point, there are a lot of kids and adults that spend a lot of time on screens. And this is an opportunity for them to actually do something with their hands. The number of people that have not done much with their hands is remarkably high. And this is an opportunity to meet people that are woodworkers, that are crafters, that do things with their hands. And people say, wow, that's kind of fun to do. In fact, this actually started as what I call a party for geeks 7 years ago. And it was really, we intended the first Maker Faire that we had, we hoped to get like 800 people. And we were very, very surprised when 2,200 people showed up that first year.
Wow. And
we just thought after this, we've got to do it again. And so this year we're looking at having 12,000 to 15,000 people show up. And it's an amazing transformation that we've seen in our community for our libraries, our schools, our businesses, workforce development. And we're having much more of an impact than we ever thought was possible.
And now this is happening right in the town itself?
Exactly. We're taking over most of downtown Westport. We're taking over Town Hall, Veterans Green, one of the largest parking lots in town, and all the way down to the Westport Public Library and an adjacent park. So there's lots of things going on. In fact, this year we're even doing something new. We're working with, because it's an election year, we're working with the local League of Women Voters, and they're putting on a gubernatorial panel. So 18 of the declared candidates for governor are coming to talk about what they're going to do for Connecticut. So it's an opportunity for some of these politicians to see really what I consider to be the best of Connecticut, to showcase what makes Connecticut a great place to live and work, and for them to meet a lot of the people that perhaps they've never seen these people. So it's a chance for the politicians to see what's going on in Connecticut and for us to meet some of our elected officials or soon-to-be elected officials.
All right, we're talking with Mark Mathias, and the event is called Faire Westport. This is Connecticut's largest event focused on creativity and innovation, and this is the 7th year that they're doing it. It's happening this Saturday, starting at around 10 a.m. Now, if people want to sign up, can they still do that?
They can. And first of all, the website is makerfairwestport.org, so you can go there. And the beauty of it, it's free. There are no tickets. You just come down and show up. We have a parking map for downtown. We have free shuttles. We even have free shuttles from the train station, from the Westport Metro North train station. So people just show up. They go to do all the things that they want to do. There will be food trucks. They just wander around through downtown, and they have a great time. So there are no tickets. Just come on down and enjoy the day.
All right. How many things are free these days? That's amazing.
It is. It's through the generosity of our sponsors and some of our makers that we're able to do this on a free basis. So we are very gracious. We're grateful to the people that have helped make this happen.
Okay. And once again, what's that website in case people missed it?
It's makerfairwestport.org.
Makerfairwestport.org. And fair has an E.
It does. Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very important. And the thing that's great about this too, it's good for the economy of Westport. Now you get these people from other communities coming in, walking around. They're bringing their families. I would say that everybody's going to want to eat once they're down there. They're going to the restaurants, going to the stores and all of that. I think it's great for the economy.
It is. In fact, that's one of the reasons why we moved it from just south of what's called the Post Road here in Westport to downtown, is we want to engage the merchants. We want this to be, when we're bringing 12 to 15,000 people to town, we want that to benefit the merchants. And so we are spreading the event through downtown. A lot of the merchants are participating. Some are actually sponsors of the event. But we do want to have them have an economic benefit from being part of that.
All right. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's all happening this Saturday, April 21st, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Unfortunately, Mark, we're running out of time, but is there anything else you want to hit before we let you go?
Just some of the activities we have. We're having a tiny homes hamlet for people that want to see some tiny homes. We're having a tiny farmers market. We're having a truckers alley with some very large events, tractor trailers. We have the American Welding Society bringing a tractor trailer with virtual reality welding. So come on down, have a great time.
All right, fun for the whole family, as they say. So check it out. Sounds good. Once again, the website.
Makerfairwestport.org.
Sounds good. Mark, I thank you so much for taking a few minutes. Good luck with the event.
Pleasure to have me.
All right. All right. We've got 9:15 at WACC 600. WACC.